What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Checkup, where I am your host, Bryce, here as always to take you through your favorite basketball content. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is just going to be a pretty short video, hopefully under 5 to 8 minutes, something like that. I want to run through some Cleveland Cavaliers James Harden tape with you all real quick. We've had 2 games with James Harden on the Cavs. They've had one really kind of bad win, I'd say, against the Kings, where they almost lost that game, and then an excellent win against the Denver Nuggets at home. I think the Cavaliers are one of the most intriguing teams in the NBA this year, and I am weirdly optimistic about James Harden with them. So I wanted to analyze some of this early tape. We can talk about what he will do well for them moving forward, what will be interesting to monitor. Yeah, I think that's about it. I just kind of want to talk about what he'll do well for them and why I'm optimistic about that. We'll look at the tape and see if we can't find anything interesting in here, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, something the Cavs had not had this year and not really had in the past is obviously an isolation scoring threat. So James Harden is going to help it in that regards, but really just a guy who can, other than Donovan Mitchell, who's just like a professional scorer. Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, those guys all had their nights, but they're not going to just take the ball, take the rock, and go score it. And James Harden can really do that. So that will alleviate a lot of things for Donovan Mitchell, especially when he's not on the floor. I love this play design from the Cavs. So we have this interesting thing where we start with Jared Allen kind of facing. It looks like we're almost going to do a stagger screen action with Keon Ellis, but actually he just curls off of the screen from Jalen Tyson. Instead, Jarrett Allen comes up here to do this switch, to do a high screen roll, but James Harden moving downhill. Now look at what Keon Ellis is doing. He's kind of setting this back screen on Nikola Jokic, Jarrett Allen's man, so that he can't come over and provide help. This forces the Nuggets to make a decision, and the decision is not made quick enough. Julian Strawther does not come over and contest that super well, and James Harden is easily able to get downhill and score. Just the kind of things that he can provide for them that they've not really had outside of Mitchell. So something that James Harden has not really had the ability to play with in LA for the past couple of years is a ton of space, right? And the Cavs can really provide that for him. We're going to see that used to great effect here. So we have Jalen Tyson parked in the weak side corner, excellent shooter. Donovan Mitchell, excellent shooter and secondary playmaker. Obviously, he's going to be parked in the strong side corner, and we're running this stagger screen / kind of double drag screen action. So Dennis Schroeder's going to set the initial screen for Cameron Johnson. Now look at Jarrett Allen. He's going to screen Dennis Schroeder's man, Jamal Murray, so as not to allow a clean switch on this high screen and roll action. What's this going to do? Well, since Jamal Murray is not going to be able to get over here to James Harden, Jonas Valanciunas is going to be forced to make a decision here. His decision is to step up and defend James Harden, probably get cooked by him because Harden is an excellent step-back shooter and loves to cook on big men, or he can drop back and Jarrett Allen, who's going to roll hard to the rim, right, roll into this space here, he can step back and prevent the lob. But what's that going to do? Well, watch. James Harden goes straight to the rim with an easy floater. The Cavs can give him so much more pace and space to play with, and that will just give them easy buckets. Hey, guys, guess what? That play works so well for the Cavs that they're going to run it right here again. Same thing, except Donovan Mitchell's in the weak side this time. But look, same exact personnel, same result. Floated for James Harden. Works. Here's another thing James Harden's great at, right? And a thing that the Cavs could use more of, the ability to get to the free throw line. Here, excellent finish through contact, draws the foul as James Harden is one to do, and that'll be another nice, easy source of buckets for them, especially in the playoffs. You can see that being a factor. I know James Harden is quote-unquote not like a playoff guy, but who knows? Maybe there's always time for redemption. More space yet again in transition is going to lead to an easy bucket. Having a guy like Sam Merrill parked in this corner who's like a 45% three-point shooter instead of Chris Dunn or John Collins just does wonders for James Harden, getting straight to the rim with absolute ease. James Harden didn't have the most efficient game in this one. I think he went 7 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 7 from 3. Not amazing, but when the Cavs get extra opportunities like this and James Harden gets a wide open pull-up 3, you expect that some of those are going to go down eventually. And for some reason, my little compilation there didn't have the biggest shot that James Harden hit all night. And it's just so important for the Cavs to have another guy who can do something like this. So I got this pulled up on YouTube. We can just watch ISO step back. We've seen it a million times. Easily could have called the foul there. Big shot to tie the game. The Denver Nuggets would miss the game-winning shot on the other end. Donovan Mitchell would get fouled, go to the free throw line, and shoot some game-winning free throws. So just the important kind of stuff he can provide is just the ISO scoring. Could be huge for this team. What else is James Harden great at? He's a great passer, right? So he's going to be able to get these opportunities, again, especially because of all the defensive attention that he sees. And the Cavs just have so many better shooters than the Clippers, so it works so well. You see this, Nikola Jokic is so far on drop that Christian Brown is over here having to compensate for the Nuggets on defense. So Harden recognizes this, passes it right over to his wing shooter, and they just leave Jalen Tyson wide open. He knocks this down. Harden gets too much defensive attention, and it's going to help unlock a lot of things on offense for the Cavs. You see the same thing right there where they kind of send two at the top of the zone to trap him, prevent him from getting downhill, and he just throws it over to a wide open wing shooter. This is just an awesome find and an awesome pass from him. So again, just kind of collapsing the defense, forcing these rotations right. We have Donovan Mitchell filtering out to the corner. Jamal Murray thinking he's going to pass there is kind of floating down as Jalen Tyson is lifting up towards the top of the three. Harden makes a nice pass out to the top of the key there, excuse me, and the Cavs hit a huge three. I think there's less stuff to glean from the Kings game. It felt like Harden was doing a lot more of like my turn, your turn with Donovan Mitchell, and being so new, that's totally understandable. And it was a lot more just like ISO possessions. But again, sometimes those ISO possessions can be incredibly valuable, hitting a nice step back three here. But there's not a ton to draw from this game. I think the passing was a lot more impressive than this one, than his like scoring and offensive initiation. Again, I just can't stress enough how much the better spacing on the Cavs is going to benefit him once he kind of settles in a little bit. Just nice blow by there, all the space in the world to work with. The other thing, shot-making wise, that was so good is that he hit these two clutch back-to-back threes to give the Cavs the lead. They shouldn't have been down 5 to the Kings with 3 minutes left anyways, but nice get for Keon Ellis there. Nice screen and beautiful dagger three there. And then this next one is the one that's going to give them the lead. Here we have transition, hit ahead to Keon Ellis, D-Mitch in the corner. The Kings lose him entirely in transition defense, and he hits another huge bucket. We'll look at the passing a little bit next. Again, just the thing about like just feeding Jared Allen and getting him nice, easy looks, around the rim is something James Harden has always excelled at. This is beautiful recognition from him here to see that Allen, there was a pocket to pass to him. Not a great pass, and the Kings defense is pretty lackluster. He almost loses that one, but able to retain, rise up, and hit. Nice find. Jared Allen was able to corral 29 points on 11-12 shooting in this game just because of easy looks like this. Great screen from him there. Gets behind James Harden with a beautiful bounce pass. Feeds him for the easy dunk. My brother pointed this out to me a little bit, where it feels like some of the guys on the Cavs are not used to a guy like Harden and the passes that he throws. That feels like it definitely here. You see Donovan Mitchell's man drop to tag Jared Allen, and Maxime Reynaud is up here containing the drive from James Harden. So James Harden, noticing that Donovan Mitchell is open over here in the corner, just kind of flings this. Bit of a bad pass. Couldn't tell if that kind of got deflected, but great find, great recognition. Last thing, and then I'm going to get on out of here. But again, just another great pass, great recognition from Harden. He sees Russell Westbrook just jump over here to compensate for nothing, leaving Jarrett Allen open after the double team. And just the nice pass, hits him high, keeps it high, easy layup, feed your big man, get him easy buckets. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. Just wanted to go over some of the things that I've been seeing. And like I said, I'm very optimistic about this fit in Cleveland with James Harden. We'll see what it ends up looking like in the playoffs. But I think this is positive for Cleveland moving forward. It will be good for all of their guys. And so, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you bullish on this? Are you negative on the James Harden fit? We all know about his his struggles and some of the personality stuff in the past, but I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. If you made it here to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I hope you all feel free to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, anybody you think might enjoy this style of content, and I will catch you in the next video. Okay, and goodbye.